Al-Zawahiri video, Al-Qaeda isn't in Kashmir yet, its ideology is, by Ahmad Ali Fayyaz. Al-Qaeda chief Ayman al-Zawahiri's 14-minute video that was released on Wednesday, 10 July, asking his cadre and followers to inflict unrelenting blows on the Indian security forces and the government in Kashmir has little scope of replacing the 3 decades-long Pakistan-controlled conventional insurgency in the valley. It could, however, eventually prove to be a game-changer for the worse. Significantly, there has been no reaction to Zawahiri's appeal either from the valley's separatist leadership or from its intellectual support structure, which has been vociferously asserting through write-ups, speeches and tweets that the pan-Islamic extremist groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS have no room in Kashmir. They have been emphatically projecting the separatist militant combo as an indigenous political movement with only the moral support from Pakistan. Even as a group of local lawyers had performed Osama bin Laden's Namaz-e-Janaza in the Batmalu neighborhood of the capital city of Srinagar, the Kashmir Valley was silent on the Al-Qaeda founder's death in the US Navy strike on his hideout in Abbottabad, Pakistan on 2nd May 2011. We lost the game that day. 9/11 was the first turning point. 2-5 was the second as it pasted the label of terrorism on Pakistan's forehead. Only committed supporters among 200 odd UN members, said a middle-rung separatist leader upon condition of anonymity. Al-Qaeda's unprecedented Kashmir video has surfaced at a time when New Delhi's multi-pronged crackdown, launched after the Pulwama attack on the CRPF convoy in February 2019, has turned ferocious. Most of the top and middle-rung leaders have been arrested and booked in serious criminal matters. Others are day in and day out being summoned by the NIA, the ED, the Income Tax Department, CBI and other agencies in New Delhi for questioning in terror-related offences. Scores of militants are being eliminated every month by security forces in operations and encounters. As the people across the valley have been by and large calm, stone pelting has remarkably diminished, and there has been no significant resistance to the crackdown under the governor's and president's rule in the last 1 year. Those not arrested so far seem to be in total chaos and confusion. Even in 2017, most of the separatists, including the Pakistan-based Hizbul Mujahideen and the United Jihad Council Supremo Sayyid Salahuddin, had dismissed Al-Qaeda and ISIS as international terrorist groups with no stake or presence in Kashmir. Azadi and Caliphate, a dichotomy. The dichotomy in the separatist militant stand vis-a-vis the establishment of the Islamic Caliphate, the distinct slogan of Al-Qaeda and ISIS, dates back to August 2015 when Hizbul Mujahideen poster boy Burhan Wani made it unambiguously clear in a video that the guerrillas' motive was to set up a Khilafat in Kashmir. Wani's death in an encounter with security forces in July 2016 triggered valley-wide turmoil that continues to this day. Zakir Rashid Butt, alias Zakir Musa, was appointed Hizbul Mujahideen's chief and Wani's successor. The separatist militant combo orchestrated weeks of shutdown after Wani's death, calling him the most popular leader of Azadi. Even the then Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif described Wani as Kashmir's popular leader in his UN speech in 2016. On 13 May 2017, Zakir Musa released an audio asserting that Kashmir's separatist and militant struggle was essentially Islamist. He audaciously warned the Hurriyat leaders against continuing the refrain of political issue and assailed them for giving a secular color to the movement. Unprecedented in Kashmir in 27 years of militancy, Musa threatened to chop off the heads of the separatist leaders if they did not stop interfering with the militant movement. He said he could potentially hang their heads in Lal Chowk. Al-Qaeda's birth in Kashmir. Minutes after the Hizbul spokesperson Salim Hashmi dismissed Musa's statement as his personal opinion and disowned it on behalf of his organization on 14 May 2017, Musa announced his resignation. In July 2017, Global Islamic Media Front declared that Al-Qaeda had launched its Kashmir unit by the title of Ansar Ghazwatul Hind and appointed Zakir Musa as its chief. Separately, ISIS too launched its Kashmir branch, namely the Islamic State of Jammu and Kashmir, in December 2017. Interestingly, when Musa was killed in an encounter with security forces at Dadsar in Taral on 24th May 2019, the senior-most separatist leader Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani called for a shutdown in Kashmir, and most of the leaders paid tribute to him and his ideology. The war within guerrillas. Al-Zawahiri's video came days after the Caliphate cadres alleged that the militants of Hizbul Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Taiyiba had trapped and killed their leader Adil Ahmed Das on the outskirts of Bijbehara township in South Kashmir. It triggered an internecine clash among pro-Azadi groups believed to be controlled by Pakistan and the Caliphate cadres perceived to be operating independently. Officials believe that the total number of Ansar al-Ghazwatul Hind cadre in the valley is around 30 as against over 200 pro-Azadi and pro-Pakistan guerrillas. Residents of Bijbehara view the anti-Hizb and anti-Lashkar videos of Adil's brother as also those of his relative and militant associate Khatib Das as worrying, but they also believe that these would not lead to a civil war among the guerrillas in South Kashmir or the rest of the valley. It will die down soon. Those running it from abroad have handled such situations several times in the past, says Mubashir Wani of Bijbehara. Al-Zawahiri does not straightaway mention Ansar Ghazwatul Hind, but the video displays Musa's images as those of the Kashmiri youths engaged against the security forces in violent clashes, waving Al-Qaeda and ISIS banners. He says the militants must liberate the Kashmiri Jihad from the clutches of Pakistan's intelligence agencies, adding that the war is for the sake of Allah and not a struggle for the sake of international criminals. MES spokesperson says, Chalta hai. In his reaction, Ministry of External Affairs spokesman Ravish Kumar asserted that the security forces were well equipped and capable of maintaining India's territorial integrity and sovereignty. He told reporters, and I quote, ऐसी धमकियां जो है ना हम सुनते रहते हैं, मुझे नहीं लगता इनको seriously लेना चाहिए. We are used to such threats. I don't think we should take them seriously. Quote close. J&K police fears boost to an ideology. An official of the rank of Inspector General in the Jammu and Kashmir Police endorsed the MES spokesperson's statement, but added that continued absence of a well-coordinated nationwide de-radicalization program could prove dangerously beneficial to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. He said, and I quote, their sultanate is the internet, through which it is operating with impunity across India, including in Kashmir. Quote close. He added that notwithstanding reversals on the political and guerrilla front, separatists were effectively running their infrastructure of indoctrination. He said, and I quote, this video will definitely not replace the so-called Azadi and Pakistan-sponsored militancy overnight. It will not create a parallel caliphate, but will definitely boost an already existing ideology. They won't be fighting us with guns and grenades, but in 3 or 4 years from now, you will see suicide bombers killing their ideological rivals in dozens and scores. Unfortunately, Kashmir is now heading to that phase of destruction as the support of that ideology is growing menacingly across the valley. Quote close.